10 oldest cities in the world. Are you aware that some certain ancient cities were the capital of major civilizations and few of them still are today? All of these cities have rich histories with many ruins and monuments continue to stand which are visited annually by thousands of tourists. In today's video, we will be taking you through the 10 oldest cities in the world and exactly how old they are today. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get more updates from us. And without much ado, let's jump right in. Number 10, Byblos, Lebanon, dates back to 8,800 to 7,000 BC. Do you know where the name Byblos came from? According to Ancient History Encyclopedia, papyrus was one of the city's main trade items in ancient times, and because of that, the Greeks took the name of the city as their word for book, which translates to Byblos. During the ancient Egyptian period, Byblos became a major trading hub as the city was the main exporter of cedar and valuable wood to Egypt. Byblos, a port city on the coast of the Mediterranean, has been continuously inhabited since at least 5000 BC. According to archaeological research, its oldest settlement developed around the 4th millennium BC. Byblos has been continuously occupied since this first settlement. According to myth, Byblos was built by Cronus as the first city of Phoenicia. After being negatively affected by the 2006 Lebanon War, Byblos has bounced back and become a highly rated tourist destination. Byblos was first excavated by Pierre Montet in 1921 and it was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Number 9. Jericho, West Bank, dates back to 9,600 to 9,000 BC. If this was a competition, Jericho City would be a strong contender for the oldest continuous settlement in the world. It's the home to the oldest known protective wall in the world, which we all know as the Wall of Jericho, which at one point measured almost 12 feet high. Although the exact date of Jericho's founding is unknown, it is believed to be the oldest city in the world. One of the biggest reasons that Jericho has been settled by humans for so long is that the city is surrounded by numerous natural springs, providing a fresh source of water for thousands of years. Evidence, through extensive archaeological excavations, show that the earliest settlement in the area dates back sometime between 9,600 to 9,000 BC, or even earlier. Throughout its history, Jericho has been occupied and settled by several different groups of people, and it is even talked about in the Bible. In recent history, control of Jericho has been passed back and forth between Israel and Palestine as the Israeli-Palestinian conflict rages on. However, Jericho has been occupied by Israeli forces since 1967, along with the rest of the West Bank. Number 8, Sidon, Lebanon, 6,000 years old. Sidon is a very interesting word which means fishery in Greek. Sidon is the third largest city in Lebanon and is located in the South Governorate and is a port city about 25 miles from Beirut. It was inhabited as early as 4000 BC. Sidon was one of the first places to manufacture purple dye, which was so expensive and unique that the color purple became symbolic of royalty, and it was one of the most important Phoenician cities because of its location as an important port on the Mediterranean. Industrialization such as glass production has made Sidon powerful, rich, famous and popular, and the city came to be known for being progressive. Number 7. Plovdiv, Bulgaria, 6,000 years old. Plovdiv, commonly referred to as one of Europe's oldest cities, was founded approximately 6000 BC during the Neolithic era. Human settlements dating back to 7000 BC have been discovered in Plovdiv. Several distinct peoples have conquered the city during its lengthy history, including the Thracians, Macedonians, Romans, Byzantines, Bulgarians, and Ottoman Turks. All of these conquests have contributed to the city's unique culture and historical heritage. Plovdiv contains around 200 archaeological structures, including 2 antique theaters, medieval walls and towers, and Ottoman baths and mosques, due to its age. Number 6, Susa, Iran, 6,300 years old. The ancient city of Susa began as a small settlement in 7000 BC and turned into an urban area in 4200 BC, which is now called Shush. In 324 BC, it was the site of the Susa weddings, where Alexander the Great arranged the marriage of more than 10,000 Macedonians and Persians in an attempt to unite the cultures. There is evidence that the earliest settlement was established around 4200 BC. Susa is so old that the city was mentioned in some of the very earliest Sumerian records, which are considered some of the oldest written records in history. The founding of Susa corresponded with the abandonment of nearby villages. The city's history is split up into 3 periods. Susa 1, when the earliest inhabitants lived in the area. Susa 2 was influenced by the Uruk culture, the people of Mesopotamia prior to the Sumerians, and Susa 3, when the city became the center of the Elam civilization. Number 5. Argos, Greece, 7,000 years old. The city of Argos appears in various Greek myths and is thought to be the birthplace of Perseus, the god Zeus's son. World Atlas estimates that Argos has been continuously inhabited since roughly 5000 BC. According to the Ancient History Encyclopedia, the first documented musical competitions in Greece were held in 700 BC, in Argos, Sparta, and Paros. In ancient Greece, Argos was a cultural center, and recent excavations have uncovered old temples, theaters, and ceramics. Argos has been inhabited for about 7,000 years and served as a significant fortress during the Mycenaean period. Until the development of Spartan supremacy, the city was the preeminent force in the Peloponnese. The two city-states fought for dominance of the Peloponnese, but they allied against shared foes. Argos regained prominence under Roman authority and prospered during the Byzantine period. The Greek government considered transferring the capital to Argos at one point, but in 1834 decided on Athens. Number 4. Athens, Greece, 7,000 years old. Athens is one of the oldest and most important cities in Western civilization, and it is the capital and largest city of Greece. During Athens' golden age, it was home to great thinkers and writers, including Socrates and Hippocrates. It contains the Africa region with its first human presence starting somewhere between the 11th and 7th millennium BC. It is the heart of ancient Greece, a powerful civilization and empire. It is still dominated by 5th century BC landmarks, including the Acropolis, a hilltop citadel topped with ancient buildings like the colonnaded Parthenon Temple. The city has been inhabited since Neolithic times, around the end of the 4th millennium BC. By the 1st millennium BC, Athens became the leading city of ancient Greece. According to Greek mythology, Athens was named for its patron goddess Athena after she won the honor against Poseidon for gifting the city an olive tree, which symbolizes peace and prosperity. Number 3. Beirut, Lebanon, 7,000 years old. It is believed that the city was first occupied by humans between 8,800 and 7,000 BC and continuously inhabited since 5,000 BC. This city is also an archaeological wonder because of the successive layers of debris resulting from centuries of human habitation. Excavations in the 1990s unearthed evidence of 5,000 years of civilization of the city, which is now Lebanon's capital, to around 3000 BC. According to the New York Times, Beirut was home of the most prominent law school in the Roman Empire before it was destroyed in an earthquake in 551 AD. Number 2. Aleppo, Syria, 8,000 years old. Aleppo is a great city of antiquity with a rich heritage. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986. The city's exact age is unknown. The area has mostly likely been inhabited since 5000 BC. Due to the city's continuous occupation, it has been hard for archaeologists to excavate the region. The first recorded mention of Aleppo comes from the Ebla tablets, which date to 3000 BC. Aleppo rose to prominence in the ancient world because it was a trading center halfway between the Mediterranean Sea and Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. Such a long history is attributed to its strategic location as a trading center between the Mediterranean Sea and Mesopotamia. Other estimates date Aleppo to at least 5000 BC. In recent history, the city of Aleppo has become known as being the center of the Syrian civil war. The city has seen massive destruction and is the worst hit by the war. Today, the damaged parts of Aleppo are still undergoing reconstruction. Number 1. Damascus, Syria, 11,000 years old. Damascus is the oldest city in the world that has witnessed the rise and fall of most civilizations. Damascus was first lived in the second half of the 7th millennium BC. Today, Damascus is a metropolitan city with more than 2 million of population and was named the Arab capital of culture in 2008. It became the country's largest city in 2010 following the decline in population of Aleppo during the battle for the city. It is colloquially known in Syria as the City of Jasmine. Regardless of when the city was first settled, Damascus became important to the various peoples that occupied the city, including the Greeks, Romans, Arab Muslims, Seljuk Turks, and the Ottoman Turks. Each of these civilizations left behind their marks in Damascus through architecture and cultural traditions that are still present throughout the city. Today, Damascus is the capital city of Syria and the country's largest city. Damascus is a major cultural center of the Levant and the Arab world. In southwestern Syria, the city had an estimated population of 2 million in 2019. Damascus is still an important cultural and commercial center in the region. And that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell, and make sure to like and share our video. Thanks for watching and bye for now.